That is not acceptable. Imogene is missing, and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
So did you find out what happened to the
She
courier?
is missing, and I want her found. What else is Edward for, if not to
Just
keep the
some
family
raiders
safe?
that ambushed him.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
Just because Imogene decided to take a lover again.
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum. That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
She's perfectly capable of looking after herself.
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Do you know where she's gone?
No, but it shouldn't be too hard to find out. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
Got it. Off to Good Neighbor, then. Excuse me.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
Yes?
Yeah?
To feel like a stranger, 'cause we're all
Yeah.
strange in here. Have you got a history that needs erasing. Did you come in just for the beer and cigarettes? And broken down
Boy, we got beer. You ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Excuse me.
Another one of you mercs looking for McCready? He's in the back room.
God, I love this song.
Strong vault suit, huh? Hell yeah.
Like we got another freak just won't fit anywhere else.
Can't say I'm surprised to find you in a dump like this, McCready.
I was wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you. Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we don't have to listen to this shit.
Listen up, McCready. The only reason we haven't filled your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with Good Neighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have disappointed you.
Guy, all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside Gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Barnes.
Look, pal. If you're preaching about the atom or looking for a friend, you've got the wrong guy. If you need a hired gun, then maybe we can talk.
Maybe. Why don't you tell me who those guys were first?
A couple of morons looking to climb the ladder of success by stepping on everyone else on the way up. Shouldn't be surprised, though. It's how it goes when you run with the Gunners.
You're acting like I'm supposed to know what you're talking about.
Maybe it's better that you don't. I don't want the stink of Winlock and Barnes rubbing off on me and... Now what about you? How do I know I won't end up with a bullet in my back?
All I can give you is my word. And a bunch of caps.
Bunch of caps, huh? Okay, hotshot. Price is 250 caps. Up front. There's no room for bargaining.
You've got a deal.
Now you're speaking my language. All right, boss. You got yourself an extra gun. Lead on. I want to pick that back up.
What? You need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rexford. He'll hook you up.
Smell that? That's fresh.
Need a place to stay?
Hey.
Try Hotel Rexford. What thing?
You know, the thing. The thing with the thing.
Oh, right. That. Yeah. I got that all right.
Enjoy your stay.
Nothing says welcome like the stench of urine-soaked garbage.
Your buddy McCready's got a rep here, but... neighbor. Bad attitude. Good aim.
Hey,
What do you want?
wait there.
Okay.
Come
Just
on.
Give me a shout when you need me.
Hold position. Hey,
Yeah, what's up?
what are your thoughts on our relationship?
I don't know. I haven't killed you yet.
Handcuff.
That good enough?
Runs things here.
What are your thoughts on our relationship?
Good man for the
I
job.
don't really know how we're doing.
Fair and brutal.
I guess I need more time to decide.
I think we need some time away from each other.
I think you're making a huge mistake, but hey, it's your funeral. If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
X4.
I've been waiting for you.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
Yeah, we've got this.
Remember, the synths are the primary objective. Harm must be avoided at all costs. Here are the recall codes. Follow me. SRB intelligence reports indicate that the synths are... Emissions parameters just changed. I'm going shooting. Requesting backup relay now. You're messing with the best.
was that? Over here! Over here!
Yeah?
I can't believe you do that for us. Thank you.
Excuse me.
You've given us another chance at life.
Excuse me.
We
We'll
won't
get
forget
somewhere
it.
safe as soon as you're
Thank
gone.
you for sparing us.
Hi.
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it.
Bunker Hill is ours!
Someone there. What's there out there? Somewhere!
Whoever or whatever you are, I know you are out there.
Hello? Please reveal yourself. Engaging hostile.
Only one of us survives this! And it won't be you! You can't kill us all! Kill them!
Institute protocol. Eliminating hostile.
No, you want?
Systems offline. Combat initiated.
A regrettable occurrence.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
I know you'll achieve great...
Sean.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They kept me alive, too.
They did, indeed. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Why let me out now? After all this time?
Well, that's hard to explain. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. Well, it's remarkable. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
It's my fault. I wasn't able to complete the mission.
I gave you this opportunity to prove yourself. Particularly to prove to the Directorate that you deserve a place here. That will now be significantly harder. There will be accusations that you deliberately sabotaged the mission. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Yes?
Don't take offense to Marcy. She's... working through the loss in her own way.
Humans all look funny.
I used to be quite the adventurer when I was young.
more fighting?
Now these old bones just can't keep up.
Turn up, you're dead. Come on out. You're dead. Down, get down. Just getting warm? Hey!
Someone's out there!
Shit. Lost her. Ah! Found you, sorry ass. Mistake, rookie!
Excellent.
Farm's not much, but it's something.
Did you have any luck with those raiders?
I took care of those raiders for you.
Really? Well, that's the best news I've heard in a long time. Oh, by the way, we've talked about it, and we've decided to support the Minutemen. I think it's worth giving it another chance. The only way things will get better is if we stand together.
Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat.
Yes?
Yeah.
You'll find what you're looking for. I know it.
Stay sharp. Don't let your guard down.
I took care of the raiders that were harassing that settlement you sent me to. The people there have decided to join our cause.
That's great news. One day, we'll be strong enough to drive that scum out of the Commonwealth for good. As usual, I've got something else for you to look into. Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. Once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon to let settlers know about it. Before you know it, we'll have a thriving new farm instead of a wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time.
One day, Sanctuary will be a vibrant community. I've seen it.
o'clock. You're tuned to Minuteman Radio. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. Just gotten word that a settlement is in trouble. Anyone within range, please respond.
Is in effect. Return to your home.
Right. All right. I'm going.
Cooperation acknowledged. Attention! Curfew violation detected.
Quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone. Seven p.m. here at Radio Freedom. Stay safe, people.
fish to scare me! You picked the wrong day to tick me off! I ain't running out of ammo anytime soon. Woo! Gotcha, didn't I? Ha ha! Take that! I ain't running out of ammo anytime soon, Krabby! I ain't running out of ammo anytime soon, Krabby! It's gonna take a lot more than some big fish to scare me! Are you crazy? Get out of the street before any more of them catch wind of you! Look, I'll open the gate. Get in here quick! I'm gonna let you in the bunker! Don't make me regret this! Son, did someone drop you on your head as a baby, or did you have to work to get this stupid?
I could have handled myself.
Oh, I saw how you handle yourself, froze on the spot like a deer in headlights. If it weren't for me, you would have been cut up like a paper doll. Luckily, I've got Reba here to help me crack those crabs wide open. Isn't that right, girl?
Who's Reba? Are you talking about your gun?
She's not just a gun. She's top of the line. Best gun in the Commonwealth. Made her with my own two hands. Oh, where are my manners? Introductions. Barney Rook, commander of the Salem Volunteer Militia, at your service. I'm also the quartermaster, sergeant-at-arms, and scribes for all official meetings. This here is Reba, but you two already met when she saved your life.
Just two of you? Have you considered a membership drive?
Oh, look, Reba. A comedian. Laugh all you want, but remember the last person that scoffed at the SVM is Crabstool. Now, I'd love to sit here gabbing all day like a couple of housewives, but we've got some work to do. And by we, I most definitely mean you. Before you showed up, the Mirelurks had been mostly quiet, and those that were a problem were quickly dispatched by my turret defense system. Since things had been quiet lately, I took the turrets offline to conserve ammunition. Obviously, they need to be reactivated. And that's your mission, soldier. I'm going to continue to hold down.
Sounds good.
Of course, the turrets should be. Just be careful. All your noise.
Hell yeah.
You did it, didn't you? I could hear that sweet, sweet machine gun music all the way down here. You almost caught me and Reba mid-waltz.
No problem, Barney. Glad to be of service.
Well, Reba and I appreciate it. We won't soon forget you. Now, about that reward. Here's a key to my workshop in the bunker. Reba, too, should be sitting on the table in there. I'd say you earned her. Now, if you'll excuse me, I believe today is earmarked for some target practice. The Salem Volunteer Militia never rests.
Yes.
If you require maintenance, please
Son.
file a report.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's... well, it's important. Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's... well, it's important.
Allie.
Can we maybe talk later?
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
I'm not sure what this means.
You'll see in time. I promise you that. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Please,
Can't be serious.
Everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Dr. Fillmore.
Hi there. Something I can help you with?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. Power distribution is Dr. Evan. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure. We also make use of a number of synth units for...
I couldn't be more proud of what we've achieved.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
I couldn't be more pleased with Father's choice for a new director. Congratulations.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.